Captain Avery.
Hey!
I heard you dazzling over there in the distance.
Dazzle!
That's the one. You excited to see it go mid against a Huskar?
I love this hero. It's one of my favorite heroes of all time. I'll go into the harpoon build.
Graded on a term that like some teams would never
TV
make.
bottom.
Baden done for. Gets a little too aggressive, and the turnaround potential, especially since Night Class dumped him into the tower range.
Push DM's net worth down, but I don't think he really cares. As long as he's getting levels down here, he will eventually kick the Abaddon out.
Schofield, they throw silence out there. Oh, Night Class, the cogs interrupted his stun. That is so unfortunate. You could see, I think he was waiting for Analog to use his light break, but now, after he dies, no one getting caught as well. Nice rotation from Whisper coming down the river. Just sat around farming his Blink Dagger. He's trying to make some moves. I like this faster tempo from him.
Yeah, I was about to say, this move, I don't know if it'll work. They might get a random support, but I just like that they're involving Whisperer.
Yes, conceptually. Arena not needed. Nice sidestep to put him closer on the... Oh, and it got a mid-lead, too.
Yes,
beautiful.
This guy will make plays. You don't need some Blink to do it. You just got to put him in the position and force yourself to play a little faster. A lot of the games we've seen from Heroic, it's just...
not doing so well. They took the Abaddon, they've held their safe lane tower, and as a result of holding their safe lane tower, they get a free Tormentor.
That's true.
The meta is shifting.
Luckily,
as seen from Effie's...
It was the jetpack, Austin, so negative net worth value as the fight breaks out. Massive arrow, they send the projection.
Gets caught by the spear, still inside the arena, but Analog's not too sure about pushing out. Ducalis commits all in to try and kill him, but he certainly doesn't have the damage for that one. Maybe Night Class would, but Night Class is currently focused on some support.
If only they had any useful shard, they might have been able to turn this fight around.
What, would you prefer the Warlock upheaval?
You know the only
he
thing
doesn't have
the
upheaval.
only thing Jetpack did in that fight was increase his death bounty. That's all it did.
Okay.
That fight is literally better for Heroic if he does not get that shard.
Yeah, that you literally can say that half the time in Dota when like a carry buys BKB and he gets 100 to 0.
Case closed,
you could say
Austin.
the BKB.
Nope, the case is closed.
Increased his jet.
Case is closed, Austin.
Okay.
Surprise. Invis Dazzle.
He can throw away the Marcy. He can't throw away. Oh, what a jetpack!
That's nothing.
Insane value. He flew over the trees.
Do anything.
There's no way he would have got there to disjoint the Dazzle the way he did without the free flying jetpack.
That was negative value. If he died sooner, he can respawn sooner.
Right.
Oh, it clipped him.
He clipped him.
This looks kind of weird.
I mean, he's going to Shall Grave, but he doesn't do enough damage to kill the Dazzle.
I pulled him down.
So.
Oh, that was really awkward, but...
I would not feel good about Parivision's chances going late, or at least like kind of mid-game, if the Huskar had the Incendiary facet, right? Because it's percentage-based. So having a strength-based carry, he's trying to battle his way out of these cogs. They don't work too well.
Got the shrine, though, so that's probably worth.
Yeah.
It's like Helm's Deep out here.
You see a little something. They see the spiders. They hit the spiders, but they're going to come up on the other side.
Is that all you have, Parivision?
Parivision.
Is that all you can muster?
They throw out the Nothel projection. Marcy's in deep. Goes straight for Yuma. Realized that's not what he wants, but he wanted Schofield, but Schofield's already jetpacked away. So he turns onto Analog instead, realizes, well, that's a goddamn Huskar. I don't want that either.
Trap
hook shot. No, he missed.
That was a classic jetpack fight. Trapped himself and did nothing.
Whisper forced to use his BKB. Satanic right in the middle of all of it. He's just going to start swinging. Drop the golem and a good fatal boss.
He got
the second
BKB
life of the
off on the
Huskar. He got arrowed up. He's chain stunned. He's only going to get a little bit of damage before he falls. They just can't do damage against Parivision at this point in time with BKBs and the Dazzle heals. Dude, they don't do anything.
Satanic just stood there and swung, and nothing brought him down. If he gets chain stunned before the BKB,
it's your only hope.
Yeah, maybe. You get one chance at that pop before they realize what's happening.
Well, I like the aggression. They're just going to smoke and go back at it. I think it's extremely unlikely to work here, but if they can find the Dazzle, Spotted him, got him on the hook shot. They will chain stun him. He does have the shard. He didn't pop it.
What?
Yeah, maybe he forgot about it.
Did it not work or something?
What we're referring to is the shard on Dazzle lets you use Nothal projection even when you are disabled.
His reaction was like he was frustrated he couldn't do it or something.
Does not pay the price for it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Scythe would go a really long ways for Whisper if he doesn't get caught here. Managed to spot the Mirana, but out pops Satanic. He's going to pop his BKB in response, but physical damage is something to worry about, especially now with 9 class here, because 9 class hits really hard with the Revenant's Roach.
That's another scaling issue you're going to run into.
Turn around, DM. Hit him with the Golem, and he just shrugs it off. BKB using lifesteal. Nice pick me up. Lands on a 2, and he 2 shots King Jungles. Yuma pops his ultimate, sure, and they're going to make a run for it. Maybe they might even get out, but Parivision, they're showing that they are not to be trifled with. All of their heroes seemingly outscaling Heroic.
I don't think you can give this team the kind of start they had for Satanic. Just does not seem to be a high winning play. The man can carry games right now. You got a lot of other problems to deal with, but just not a clean enough sequence here from Heroic with a lineup that is very dependent on those objectives going well. Now you are in a massive amount of trouble, as there are a lot of scaling heroes on Parivision's side.
Yes, there are. Soon, no one's going to have an Octarine. Combined with the guarantee of the Nothal projection, the spell casting, just constant shadow waves, you're just going to struggle to get enough damage out there ever. Jetpack trying to get inside the pit, but Roshan, they pulled out the Roshan a little bit, so the hook shot missed. Meanwhile, in the middle of the fight, 9 class has gone in alongside Ducalis, and they can't even deal with 2 supports running at them. They know the cores are on their way. They turn around, and Doom actually managed to kill the Marcy, but here comes the rest of the Parivision. The arena is gone now, and yeah, no one's going to be going straight for Analog. Slowing him down, but he maybe went in a little bit too deep here. Gets off a shallow grave. But a lot of spears are on him. He should burn out as soon as that shallow grave ends. The arrow came through and hit King Jungles. He'll casually die. And Analog disarmed, broken, and killed.
Well, the flank did not work out for no one, but the tip for Satanic says, thank you for carrying me. Easy game for the Tiny. No, flank really didn't work out from no one. It looked cool.
It was a cool idea. Maybe if he was doing it with his projection, it would have been really nice, but... Hey, Meat, hey. You're limit testing the new Dazzle. That's what you're doing. Projection goes out and marches up to the high ground. 9 class aces opening. 2-man stun with the rebound on in and challenges the Huskar to a duel. One that Analog feels like he can't win, especially with Satanic nearby. Harpoons him back, clubbed to death.
Well, that's a carry matchup in a nutshell. That's the game.
1,500 damage crit to end his life and end the game. Satanic gets an ultra kill. Whisper says no rampage for you. Sorry.
Little stat pattern at the end of this Tiny ends 12-1. Another victory for the Daz man. And another win for Parivision as they continue their onslaught in this group stage. They are, in a way, looking like the best team here in probably a close race with Tundra, right?
I'm happy that you brought up the Terrorblade before we do see this final pick from Satanic, because earlier, Chimera, who kind of, they ran the Lesh.
Oh my god, against Lesh? Really?
Yeah.
That's one of the hardest counters in the game. All right.
Naga Siren, eh? Oh! Schofield caught by a smoke move from Parivision that somehow got into their triangle?
That's what you need to do if you're Heroic. And just put yourself in a position where you can run Parivision down across the map to get trades out of your lanes getting constantly shoved in.
Yeah.
Because they will get shoved in.
No doubt. And you are going to get shoved back into the tower, Yuma.
Man, that's a nice play.
You made that mistake against 9 Class's Marcy.
Jungle's dead too.
Now you do the same thing against DM's Darkseer. They are not aware of the pull mechanics, man.
This is not the lineup you want to fall behind in the laning phase against. Need more of those. Coil ready. Catapult still at mid. And the Power Rune spawning blocked off. 9 Class will guarantee it here, and it's a haste bottom. Everything coming up Parivision right now.
Yeah, they got to be careful bottom lane. That hasted puck is on its way. And they're going to reel in this Night Stalker, try and pull him back. Here comes the Coil. Waiting Rift, Coil onto TP from the Leshrac. Can he help, though? A lot of damage is already done. Whisper is dead, but it do manage to get the Jakiro in return.
That's a huge response from Heroic. 4 heroes in this bottom lane. You still lose your NS. I mean, memes are memes, man. Like, sometimes you just got to embrace the meme.
Yeah. Kaya done for the Leshrac. This game is moving slow, and that has to be to Parivision's favor. Unless we're completely misreading Heroic's capabilities.
Yeah, maybe they will just outscale him here. I mean, Night Stalker can do wacky things. I just personally have not seen Abaddon win these scale fests.
No.
That's my concerned point. I think the other 2 cores can do okay here. Shadow Demon's good scaling hero. Lion can honestly scale pretty well. But I don't know. You're into Darkseer, Puck, Naga. You have an Abaddon. Like, what is this Abaddon going to do? Generally good item. So I almost don't mind it on any offlaner.
Okay.
Especially if the early Vanguard gives you a good laning phase. Which I think it does for this hero. So Disarm's nice for the Night Stalker or the Abaddon, right?
I mean, the Abaddon can just dispel it now. Heaven's Help is dispellable, so.
Ooh, little rune battle.
Ice Path goes out, but they got a really good 2-man stun. Snowball's coming in while they're underneath the Coil, though. They are going to get snowballed and quickly killed. Now, the Night Stalker can still maybe collect some of these kills. He's chasing after DM, but the Heaven's Halberd has made him too tanky. Whisper, he'll be fine. He has magic wand charges. But that was brutal for Heroic. Hey, he found a regen room. Hey, that's nice.
Really nice snowball from 9 Class. Completely bailed out this Darkseer. He's able to survive long enough with the extra heal. Plus the disarm on the Night Stalker. Able to walk it off and, yeah, power the early Halberd in that fight. It's such a weird game. Like, I still think my read on this game is correct, but it's making me question a lot. Because Heroic clearly don't have the same read. I think they're under a lot of pressure to make moves and try and do something with these Night Stalker ults at nighttime, and they're just farming until they get going.
Disruption not used by King Jungle. It's not that it would have saved him. I mean, he was 100% dead. Parivision was here in force, and they're going to try and catch more, perhaps.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
9 Class saying, bro, go in. Trust me, I got you. See what happens if you go in? Disruption by Schofield a second or two, but he'll come back to death.
Yuma getting forced off the lane top, though. Doesn't have the Radiance yet.
Yeah.
No chance fighting that Naga.
Yikes. You get that Bloodthorn. It's looking dicey out there. Having a poke at Yuma here. He borrowed time, put it on cooldown. Parivision says, great, that's what we were looking for. Don't need anything else. Night Stalker forced to use the darkness. The turnaround, though, if you could just get away from these ion shells, Magic Wand heals him up a little bit here. DM tries to surge his way out, but he will not survive. Now Whisper going for more, but he gets met by the puck. Brought down immediately, and Analog can't really chase.
Should also not forget this. Naga can just song a Abaddon ulti if you ever really want to.
Yep.
That interaction's pretty terrible.
Same potentially goes with, like, you know, a Darkness initiation for the Night Stalker or something. He goes for some supports.
For sure.
It's not going to be easy for Heroic if they ever do choose to take that team fight. It looks like maybe this is one of them. Without darkness, though, it makes it a little awkward. Snowball on through all of these heroes. Right in the middle, they go for the Leshrac. Try and kill him quickly. If the Leshes survives, maybe Heroic has a chance here. But if the Night Stalker is rapidly dying, DM and Night Class make short work of him. Now they're going to focus on Yuma. Nope, they blink forward. They go for Analog. Analog running low on mana. So even if his HP is able to push through, he's just running out of damage, and Parivision is not running out of health.
You still don't have Radiance on the Abaddon. His courier died with it, I think. Oh no, it's flying back now. It was just that delayed.
Well, he will get it on his return to the fountain.
I mean, this might be another early GG call in this one because
It's looking like it.
it's just looking rough, man.
I question whether you're ever going to, because it's not like they have amazing high ground defense or anything, right? They have no repositioning skills or anything that's going to be super good for that. So I'm just looking for the area where the comeback could come from. Analog, Satanic's going to catch up to him. Whether it's the ice shards, okay, maybe not.
You have Dark Ascension here.
Yeah, and Night Class jumps in. They manage to get the silence onto these two heroes. This is an okay opening. The Ice Path, it delays things a little bit. And the Shadow Demon currently has some illusions on him. He will die to those illusions. Analog is still on top of all these heroes. Snowballed up. Analog's running low on mana, though. He has the last little bit. Can he push through to get some of these kills? Get something out of this DM. He walks away, gets a Greaves activation, heals up, and now Whisper, who was chasing after these heroes, is slowed down to a crawl.
They committed everything for the Darkseer, and they don't get him because the auras and the snowball bail him out. Even if you did get him, you had a lot of other things to worry about there. That would be the dream.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It will remain a dream.
Yeah, it's not looking great. Another great macro pyre. I mean, Jagiro's certainly killing it. Surge goes out, Song, and now the reset. Where's that Darkseer?
Yeah, the vacuum is coming.
It's going to pull him in into the wall, gets two of the cores, combo together. Now Yuma's able to shake off the damage. Analog is actually doing okay in some ways. It looks like Heroic is going to be able to push through. Now, Satanic is so damn fast, he's able to get out of there. So even if Heroic survive, it seems like they still can't go on the offensive.
All that work and you still got nothing. There's still an Aegis on this puck.
Would you watch Fear?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Would I watch Fear?
As a kid.
No.
9 years old.
But it's his kids, so they have to. It's part of the regimen.
Part of their esports training program.
Satanic to the high ground.
Dire's bottom tower is under
He will
attack.
take a tower. No response.
Has fallen.
He will
Dire's bottom
take
tower
a ranged barracks. No response.
Dire's
He will
bottom
take
tower
melee
is
barracks.
fallen.
Response.
Ah, the melee barracks is one step too far.
No, not like this.
Built into the ice path. No,
Not that
no,
kind of
no.
response.
Aphonic shield on Analog. He's okay for now with the Glimmer Cape and the Aphonic shield. He can survive through the macro pyre. Waiting Rift goes off. No one sees his opportunity. Got a coil on 2. The Schofield Lion in some trouble. Vacuum on 3 to follow that up. So much good use of the AoE. They pick up the Lion and go back to the melee barracks.
Dire's bottom
Got a Dark Ascension. Got to just mana for something here. No BKB on the puck. Could try and all in him.
Whisper being pretty cautious about that. If he uses it, they don't win the fight. Game's over. But it's looking like Satanic is going to end the game if you do not use the Dark Ascension and try and fight him right now. As he continues to reel the Night Stalker, they get an Aghanim's kickback. He uses the BKB and pops the darkness and turns to try and kill DM, but he doesn't do nearly enough damage. A Song of Siren has stopped everybody else. An Ice Path on 2. Another reel in, this time on Yuma. He clears that with the Aphonic shield. Lightning going out. Satanic shrugging off the damage pretty easily. Surprised that they're not willing to fight this. Maybe they will. They're just playing it safe. Whisper, an attempted kick, but a silence goes off from Whisper, stopping the Tusk from being able to deliver that Aghanims. Meanwhile, Schofield still chasing after him, running to his death. It seems it's a beautiful vacuum. Ice Path, Macro Pyre, the second one of this team fight. and one that they just pumped the Leshrac through so many spells. He is surviving, but he is not killing. He is not clearing through the illusions. He is not killing the heroes. And Parivision will eventually kick Heroic out of this game and out of this series.
Back into the corner. They get kicked. A lot of damage done, honestly. 14,000 damage. You're just behind in terms of the sustain.
GG.
This was one of those games I did not see the vision. Maybe they had one, maybe they didn't. Maybe it's a draft that just got away from them. Surprise Naga pick or something. But you still had to account for the Darkseer gameplay that Parivision are known for, right? They saw Darkseer, they saw Puck. You know they're going to have this lane push style that you're going to have to respond to accordingly and either get trades on the map, 5-man objectives, or meet them head on with your equal amount of lane shove. I just don't see this draft doing any of that, really. It's just kind of a skirmish-oriented draft, which is why it led me to believe, okay, they're just going to play hyper-aggressive and look for kills. They're buying Midas on Night Stalker and not fighting. So I'm just confused. No one's happy. Maybe chat's happy.
Parivision as a whole happy because they continue to climb up the ranks of this Dream League Group Stage 2 and are putting themselves in a very good position to perhaps